back to another how-to video. Today we're going to show you how to make some hemp seed for carp fishing. Got my huge bag of hemp seed here unprepared. You're going to need a scale. I weighed out 1.5 pounds unprepared hemp seed, and I'm going to put into a pot right now. On the stove I have some water coming to a boil. I like to do this. Most people just put cold water in or even warm water. If you put the boiling water in, it's going to make the seed split a lot quicker and soften it up so it's safe to eat for the carp. The other trick I've learned over the years is adding baking soda. The ingredient in this is going to be sodium bicarbonate. That's what you want to look for. And roughly for 1.5 pounds, I put in 2 teaspoons, which is 10 ml. What this is going to do, as soon as the water hits this and it soaks overnight, it's going to turn the seed black and also give it a shine. That way it looks kind of like snails on the bottom. So kind of mix that in real good. That way it's not going to clump up in certain areas. And that's basically it right now. Waiting for the water to boil. And I'll dump it over top here in a minute. Also, once we're finished, I'm going to show you how to give it a little boost with some CC More products. So I'll go check on the stove and I will be right back. Okay, water just got done. I just brought it to a quick boil. And basically I wanted to cover the hemp seed. You put extra in there, it's not going to hurt. And I put a lid on just so the heat holds in. And I'm going to let this sit for about 12-15 hours, somewhere around there. And then I'm going to boil it for about 20 to 30 minutes. You'll see just from this here, you'll have seeds already splitting. But right now that's the step we're at, and tomorrow I'll come back and finish the video. Welcome back. It's been about 16 or 17 hours. One thing I noticed, just to keep the steam in, I put aluminum foil over top of this. This basically kept all that warmth and steam in. So now we're going to unveil this, see how it looks. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Right now you'll see that it's still, there's some that's split, but the majority is unsplit. You see it's a lot of extra water in there, which I like that. That way I can use it in method mixes and so on. So I just stir this up real quick just to loosen it up. And we're going to start to boil it. We're going to bring it to a boil. We're going to bring it to a boil here, and probably about 20-30 minutes. Right now you can see the seed. Zoom in here, check that out. And when it's all done, the whites will be split on it. And we'll come back then. I'll show you boiling also. Okay, we're just about done here. I actually had to cook a little bit longer. It seems like it's taken a while for the seed to split, for the whites to show. It took me about 40 minutes of boiling. You can see the water level's down some. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off now. And you can see, when I got this out with the spoon, how nice and black this looks now. And it's really has taken on a lot of water. You can see how it kind of just drops now. You'll actually be able to hear it. It'll sound different. So I'm going to let this rest. I'm going to take it off the heat and let it sit for about an hour so it cools down. Then we'll show the other ingredients that I add for my final preparations. Okay, we've let our hemp seed sit for about an hour just to cool down. Definitely soaked up a ton of the water. It's still pretty hot, but you can see it's good to go. It's all split. And it doesn't take too much time to do this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it into a separate bucket, that way I take it out to a lake. That comes out pretty easy. Hemp is pretty oily. Next thing, I got some cc more hemp oil. I'm going to put, actually shake this up real good first. I usually get a real big one that I put in smaller containers. So, let's say about 4 tablespoons. And then what we're going to do is mix that up. What happens is when you cook your hemp, a lot of the oil is cooked off, and you lose a lot of that out of the seed. So this is just going to give it a nice boost. And then finally, I'm going to put some Himalayan rock salt. Again, I like using this because it's pure, it's natural, there's no additives, and it's 100% safe for the fish, unlike some other salts. And probably about a half a cup. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of this. It's just going to, just like when you eat, steak or something or whatever, it's going to bring out the flavor. Just mix that in. Since it's a little hot, it's going to dissolve some. And that should be about it. And we're ready to take this to a lake. We could stodge this up a little bit just to make it a little bit thicker. I'll bring the camera over now so you can see the final product. Let me get in the light here. This in the garage, so that's a little tricky. There we go, that's better. Okay, you can see the final product. You can see the hemp oil in there. Kind of glistening. Everything's nice and split. And see how it's nice and dark now compared to before, the lighter brown. And it's a lot thicker also. So this is how to prepare your hemp seed. You can see everything looks really good right there. And some other additives that I put in that I like to use. There she is. Time to send her home.